Good. How are you doing?
Good.
Good. Hey, thanks so much for having the time to talk with us here.
No problem.
We're quite excited. We're less than a week and a half away from the release here of Abysmal on September 18th.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much all I can think about. To be honest, I'm pretty excited.
It is. It's been a great build-up, and the neat thing is everybody was pre-ordering early, getting some cool bundles you guys had as well.
Yeah, it looks like it's going pretty good, man. We sold out of the sleeper bundle with the pillows and the big blanket with the artwork and stuff. So yeah, man, everybody seems pretty stoked right now.
It is, and the neat thing is you guys have a couple really cool events coming up. I think the first one is at the September 15th with Grill 'Em All. Is that going to be a listening party?
Yeah, they're having a listening party. The label's going to be there playing the record, and they're going to be featuring the Black Dahlia Murder Burger again for a limit, just the one day, and that's pretty cool, man.
It is, and then on the 18th, the actual release day, that's going to be you're going to be doing a signing out at the FYE store.
Yeah, that's right, FYE in Berkeley on Woodward. We will be out there signing at 6:00, and hopefully some people come out and hang out, and it should be a good time.
It is going to be exciting. We just saw the dates. Now they came up for the second part of the indie merch store. The neat thing is you're going to be right here in San Francisco. Really looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too. It's going to be awesome.
Now, you're going to be starting this tour in just a couple weeks here right after the release. What do you most look forward to when you're just getting back out on the road?
Just seeing my friends and just the excitement of the show, just being able to get back into things. I mean, we were off for a long time working on the album, and we just started to get back out there, so there's still a little bit of dust to be kicked off, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Well, the neat thing is with this album, you guys really have, along with your fans, you've been 14 years doing this, it just sees this evolution and this growth process that has come out with this album. It's a great heavy dose of, unrelenting melodic death metal, but at the same time, it's got this really emotional, mostly driven lyrics in this album. It's incredible.
Oh, thanks. Thanks a lot. I mean, some of those songs were very cathartic for me to write. I mean, mostly what I do is staked in fantasy, and there definitely are some of those songs there as well. But Receipt, the opening song, and the title track, Abysmal, were very kind of cathartic releases, to get out some of my frustration and anxiety. And they were definitely, definitely hugely cathartic songs for me. So, and I think also the live approach of the recording lends itself to being more emotive for the listener, whereas we had over Pro Tools a lot of our records in the past. We kept this one nice and raw, and I think it just sounds more like we actually do in person, and I think that just helps the emotion of everything kind of come across,
It is. And now through the recording process, did you also feel, literally, was it, almost I would say, an emotionally draining situation, like you said, a cathartic event during the recording process as well?
Yeah, I mean, you have to really, you have to think about what you're saying. You have to get into it and believe it, so it can definitely be draining.
Yeah.
And, but that's what it takes to have a good performance, and to play live and to get the best performance, you just have to be in the zone, and you have to think about, what you're saying and really convey it the best you can, so.
Definitely. You guys definitely gave everything on this album. You can feel it through, and like you mentioned, that's exactly what does ring through for the listener. It's going to be incredible to get everybody's response to all the songs. I'm looking forward to it. The neat thing is you mentioned about the live aspect of it. The best part is that you guys bring that cathartic moment to people when they come see you live. It's amazing that they can have all kinds of stuff going on in their life, but when they're at one of your shows, it's gone. It's out the door. It does not exist. How is that when you talk to fans and your family and friends of fans about how that does that for them?
I think it's really cool. People have this idea that death metal is all negativity all the time, but at the end of the day, death metal fans want to go to a concert and forget about their problems, forget about work, forget about the stupid grind of normal life, for half an hour and rock out. So, it's cool. I enjoy it. I see the happiness that we bring people.
Yeah.
And, it excites me. It makes me happy too, we're definitely together in that moment. That's the best part of what I get to do is play the show and kind of, make people happy and, yeah, man, I live for it.
It's great because it's self-serving on both aspects. The fans are just getting as much out of it as you guys are giving, and you guys are receiving as well. It's pretty awesome, the energy that you guys bring to the crowd, and they reciprocate giving it back to you.
Yeah, I think that in that regard, I mean, we're kind of like a hardcore band in the way we approach the live setting. I prefer to have people singing in the microphone, coming on stage and stage diving. A lot more interaction than a typical metal show. So we've kind of just always approached playing live like that. Just trying to destroy ourselves with the music and play as hard as we can, as intense as we can, and just have a good stage presence, something exciting to watch and exciting to be involved in. So it's just, I don't know, it's just really fun for us.
It is. It's going to be exciting. Now, which one of the songs, have you added from the new album that you guys are most looking forward to playing live out there?
I really want to play Abysmal, third track. It's not the fastest or anything, but I think it just has a really great emotive quality, and I think it's just going to sound really awesome live.
Oh, yeah.
The guys, I think, have become more conscious over the years of what a song is going to sound like live, and thinking about that as they're writing, is you have to, you can't jumble up the parts by making it too busy and stuff like that. You have to think about what is going to be able to come across live, and I think that they definitely take that more into consideration these days, and, it's definitely cool.
It is. It's going to be incredible. A couple of great standout tracks for me as well. The Fog. Can you tell me a little bit about that one? That's smoking. That's a really adrenaline-pumping song as well.
Cool. Yeah, that's one of Ryan's songs that he wrote. It's got a good black metal thing kind of going on there. And the lyric is a fantastic tale that I conjured about a small town that is rumored to be plagued by a werewolf, and there's like a child missing. So all these like hunters get together thinking that it's just bullshit, and they get all drunk and go out in the woods looking for this werewolf. And it's a really foggy night, and the werewolf just basically takes them out one by one, just dragging them down into the fog, and so it's sort of a Stephen King tribute, I would say.
Yeah.
The cycle of the werewolf was a big influence on me lyrically, and the movie Silver Bullet that would follow that book. And, that was cool. Pretty much my first horror movie I ever saw was Silver Bullet when I was a little kid.
That is awesome. And it's so neat because you can bring it out. Now when I listen to the song, I'm totally going to be able to get into a whole new vibe. I love that. It's neat to be able to hear the stories behind the songs. And the best part of it is when you're talking to your fans out there too, they probably can come up with all their different things that these songs mean to them. And it's neat because everybody connects. They get a real good connection to your music.
It's definitely interesting to hear how people interpret different songs and different characters that I create stuff. It's very cool to me.
Well, we're excited about that. The indie merch tour is going to be cool because they're actually going to be giving tickets away to each show.
Yeah, that's rad. That's definitely cool.
That is cool. We're going to make sure that everybody gets out onto the social media sites and pick up. So it's September 18th, and we'll let everybody know about that. And now let me ask you this. When you're out on tour, you got this great big tour coming up here. What's something that the fans could bring you guys? It's sort of their way of thanking you for what you've given them as their gift of music.
Donuts.
Yeah, donuts, all right. You never know. People are going to be coming in like crazy. You'd be having to get those voodoo donuts out there.
Oh, yeah, that sounds great. Those are the cream of the crop.
That is cool. When you're out on this tour, what do you most look forward to? When you get into a town, do you do something different in each town when you first get there, or what's your procedure like?
We usually just arrive, sit around. I think the going to eat where is the big ritual, and trying to find the best place nearby, something cool that isn't everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, looking for we'll have to let everybody know to give you all the hints on the neat little spots to go to in each town.
Yeah, I need to know where the sloppiest, biggest, most freakiest sandwich provided.
I love that. We'll put that in there and make sure to send you some tips on that. We're looking forward to seeing you here in San Francisco. And lastly, is there anything else you'd like to share with your fans?
Oh, man, just thanks for sticking with us. We'll be out there soon. I'm really looking forward to it. And please pick up the record and check it out. It would mean a lot to me.
Definitely. We're going to let everybody know that, and then have them send you what their favorite songs are as well.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for your time, Trevor.